Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're talking about something pretty incredible, using AI to predict the unpredictable. We're going to dive into a system that's designed to forecast just how bad a global disaster will be even before it fully hits. And yeah, this could completely change how we respond to a crisis.
So I want you to just picture it for a second. A massive earthquake hits, a hurricane makes landfall, a wildfire is raging out of control. In those first few critical hours, what's the single biggest problem for the people trying to help? It's almost always a lack of clear information.
They're essentially flying blind, operating in what you could call a fog of crisis. And that information gap, it makes it almost impossible to know where to send help first, how many supplies are really needed, and what the true devastation is going to look like for people and infrastructure.
All right, so here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll dig a little deeper into this problem of responding in the dark. Then, we'll check out an AI-powered forecaster built to fix it. We're going to peek inside its prediction engine, see how its data can lead to real-world decisions, and finally, we'll talk about what this means for the future of just being prepared.
So, what if we could use technology to slice right through that fog? What if AI could actually forecast how severe a disaster is going to be, giving responders that crucial head start they so desperately need?
Well, that's exactly what the system is. It's a web-based tool, and the tech behind it is Python and Flask that basically acts as an AI-powered weather forecaster, but for crises. The whole goal is to bring clarity, helping organizations make much faster, smarter decisions when literally every single second counts.
And get this, the results are frankly stunning. The system hits a 95.36% R-squared score. Now, without getting too technical, that basically means its predictions are incredibly accurate. We're talking about a tool that can explain over 95% of what's going on, which in the world of data is just a ridiculously high level of precision.
So the big question is, how on earth does it do that? How does it get that accurate? What's going on under the hood? Well, let's take a look inside this prediction engine.
So the creators didn't just pick one AI model and hope for the best. Nope, they tested 9 different machine learning algorithms to see which one was the top performer. And a model called gradient boosting was the clear winner, beating out other really common methods like random forest and decision trees by a pretty solid margin.
The way it works is actually pretty straightforward. It's a 4-step pipeline. First, it gobbles up a ton of historical disaster data. Then, it cleans all that data up and gets it ready for analysis. The third and most important step is training that gradient boosting AI model. And the final payoff? A brand new severity prediction spit out in less than 100 milliseconds. Just wow.
And this thing is a beast. The model isn't just looking at one variable. It's been trained on data covering 13 different kinds of disasters across 24 countries. It chews through a whole range of factors, everything from potential casualties and economic loss to historical response times, to come up with its forecast.
Okay, so the tech is cool, right? But here's the most important part. How does all this predictive data actually help people? How do we turn these numbers into real-world action on the ground?
Well, for emergency responders and governments, the impact is immediate and massive. Think about it. Instead of just knowing a hurricane is coming, you have a prediction for the specific level of damage it's likely to cause. With that, you can get the right resources in place before it hits, you can plan smarter evacuation routes, and you can coordinate all the different teams way more effectively. It even helps inform policy and budgets for the long haul.
And it's not just for first responders. The insurance and financial industries can use these forecasts to build much more accurate risk models. And if you're a big company, you can use this data to protect your supply chains and figure out how to keep your business running, even in high-risk areas.
And finally, for humanitarian groups and researchers, this could be a total game changer. Aid organizations could use the predictions to get help to the right places faster than ever before. And scientists, they get an incredibly powerful new tool for studying disaster patterns and the effects of climate change.
So when you just step back and look at the whole thing, what we're really seeing is a fundamental shift. We're moving away from a world where we can only react to disasters after they happen. This quote from the developers really just hits the nail on the head. It's all about assessing the potential impact before things go wrong, which lets us optimize how we respond. We're moving from just reacting to a crisis to proactively preparing for exactly how bad it's likely to be.
So here's the key takeaway. By turning all of this messy, chaotic data into a clear, actionable forecast, tools like this have the potential to save lives, protect property, and make sure our critical resources get used in the smartest way possible, right when we need them the most.
And that really leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. If we actually get to a point where we can predict a disaster's impact with this kind of accuracy, well, knowing what's likely coming doesn't just give us power. It also hands us a profound new level of responsibility to prepare and to act.